before I get into my review and analysis of this book, let's get to know the author. Agatha Christie is a name I'm sure you've heard thousands of times before. She's deemed the queen of mystery for a reason. So her writing career started in the early 19th century with her first book, The Mysterious Affair at Styles. Ever since then, she's captured readers worldwide with her ingenious plots, 66 mystery novels, and 14 short stories. Pretty cool. Agatha Christie says, "And Then There Were None" was her most difficult book to write, requiring a ton of planning, and all that planning was worth it. It's not only the top-selling mystery novel of all time, it's one of the top 5 best-selling books ever. So the story starts off the English coast of Devon, where 10 strangers are mysteriously lured by a UN Owen. Unknown? Let's get to know a little bit about these 10 characters who are lured to this island, also known as Soldier Island.
First, we have Anthony Marston, a young, rich guy with a need for speed. Emily Brent, an older woman, a Bible-thumping woman, pretty secretive, okay? Next, we have General MacArthur. He's an ex-general, quite haunted by his past, to say the least. Vera Claythorne, a young and intelligent governess. And then Justice Wargrave, a retired judge, who kind of presides over the group as the leader. We have Dr. Armstrong, a competent, yet troubled physician, okay? And then we have Mr. and Mrs. Rogers, who are butler and kind of the maid of the house.
I did forget about Inspector Bloor, but there's not much to him. He's an ex-inspector, and Philip Lombard, who's kind of this mysterious guy. These 10 people were not chosen just by randomly, okay? They were chosen because they committed murders themselves.
Murders that can't be prosecuted by law, okay? A gramophone plays, revealing each of their deadly secrets. With all the guests now tense that their truth is revealed, Anthony Marston pours a little something, all right, in his drink to calm down. And just like that, he's dead, choked on his drink. What? A key aspect of how Christie wrote this book is that the events follow the poem 10 Little Soldier Boys by Frank Green.
10 little soldier boys went out to dine. One choked his little self, and then there were 9. Anthony Marston, just that. Okay, 9 little soldier boys sat up very late. One overslept himself, and then there were 8. 8 little soldier boys traveling in Devon. One said he'd stay there, and then there were 7. 7 little soldier boys chopping up sticks. One chopped himself in halves, and then there were 6. 6 little soldier boys playing with a hive. A bumblebee stung one, and then there were 5. 5 little soldier boys going in for the law. One got to Chancery, and then there were 4. 4 little soldier boys going out to sea. A red herring swallowed one, and then there were 3. 3 little soldier boys walking in the zoo. A big bear hugged one, and then there were 2. 2 little soldier boys sitting in the sun. One got frizzled up, and then there was 1. 1 little soldier boy left all alone. He went and hanged himself, and then there were none.
So essentially, each death in this poem right here, a character will die the same way, practically. After the first death, hysteria is running wild. The group grows desperate to escape. When they try to holler for the boat, they realize the weather, that boat's not coming back, baby. Not for days. Eventually, one by one, each person dies,
leaving 10 bodies on the island and no clear suspect.
The murderer is revealed from the confession that was put in a message in a bottle, meticulously detailing the events that just took place on the island, okay? Justice takes justice, if you catch my drift, okay? So, Christie writes the story third-person point of view. Through this, we're able to get an insight into each of the characters' thoughts and feelings. This allows Christie to keep certain secrets until they are supposed to come out, so we get to explore their moral dilemmas.
Kind of another big part of this book is the setting. So Christie created a closed environments.
So their inability to escape adds to their kind of sense of impending doom. One by one, they're kicking the bucket.
And then the biggest freaking takeaway from this book is ideas of guilt and justice, as each character is confronted with the consequences of their past actions. So here Emily Brent thinks, some people thought so little of death that they actually took their own lives. Beatrice Taylor is the girl she indirectly but directly guilty of murdering because she kind of drove her to suicide.
So to wrap up this banger of a book, I don't want to give spoilers.
Because I don't know who's watching this.
In the Moon by Agatha Christie has truly been one of my most read books ever, okay? Completely enthralling.
I don't know if this will like deter my credibility as a booktuber or anything, but you know, I don't read that many books, I'm sorry, okay? Because I just get bored so easily, but this made me want to read some more and get another book, reread this genre. But the story is testament to her title as Queen of Mystery, okay? The cleverness of the plot and the intricacy of each character adds just another level to kind of the haunting message of the story that justice is inescapable. As said best from our murderer, let's give a quote. I wanted to kill, yes, I wanted to kill. But incongruous as it may seem to some, I was restrained and hampered by an innate sense of justice. The innocent must not suffer. Thank you guys so much for freaking watching my booktube, guys. Give it a big fat thumbs up. This is a total 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Stay lit, my booktubers, okay?